Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this short presentation, I will talk about global volume of Islamic banking and finance industry, covering the regional shares and important countries. So if you look at the asset growth in global volume of assets under Islamic financial system, it has reached to 2.4 trillion US dollars. And it has depicted a 6.7% compound growth from 2016 to 2019. At the end of 2015, the volume of assets was $1.88 trillion, which is now reached to $2.43 trillion. So a compound growth of close to 7%. Yeah, okay. If you look at on year basis growth, that is not equal in all years. In fact, 2016 it is less than 1%, and 2019 it is 11.38%. Wow. So although growth is positive, however, the potential is very high. According to Global Islamic Finance Report 2019, the estimated potential size of the industry is close to 9 trillion. And the way it is progressing, it may take 40 years to realize the potential. So the global volume of assets under Islamic financial system is reported by Islamic Financial Services Board report, which is published in 2020. Now sectoral distribution, as we can see, the banking is dominant with 72.4% share, and followed by capital market operations, which includes Sukuk 22.3% and Islamic equity funds, which are 4.2%, and Takaful is 1.1%. So while banking is dominant, we can see Takaful, yani Islamic insurance, is not getting momentum as other sectors of the economy. There are multiple Sukuk issues, including private and public sectors alike. Islamic indexes based on Sharia compliance filters are developed globally in Muslims as well as non-Muslim countries. The renowned firms which are engaged in screening of Sharia-compliant equities and creating Islamic indexes include DJIM, S&P, MSCI, yani Morgan Stanley, Financial Times, Bloomberg, and there are some country-specific indexes as well, like KMI 30 in Pakistan. In order to study further that which region or country has contributed to what extent in Islamic financial system, the Islamic Financial Services Board, which issues annual report on Islamic financial services industry stability report, they have changed their regional classification, as you will see later on. So now they have the GCC, Southeast Asia, Middle East and South Asia, Africa, and others. So others specify all countries, for example, located in Europe, North America, South America, and Central Asia region. For the purposes of regional classification, Iran is included in MESA, Middle East and South Asia, and all African countries are included in Africa, while Turkey is included in the classification of others. So these are the two years results. As you can see, in 2018 we have Asia, we have GCC, we have MENA ex GCC, MENA, Middle East and North Africa, and then we have Sub-Saharan Africa. So Sub-Saharan Africa, it does not include the North Africa and then others. But in 2019, data relating to 2019, which is published in 2020 report of Islamic Financial Services Board. So now we have a different classification: GCC, Southeast Asia, Middle East and South Asia, Africa and others. As you can see, GCC is at top in 2019 with 45.4% share, followed by Southeast Asia 23.5%, Middle East and South Asia 25.9%, Africa 1.6%, and others 3.7%. Except GCC, 2018 and 19 are not comparable due to change in classification of grouping. But we can see the share of GCC has increased from 2018 to 2019. In 2018 it was 42.3%. In 2019 it is 45.4%. So country-wise detail is following. One of the significant benchmark to assess the performance of Islamic banking sector in a jurisdiction is to look into the domestic market share of Islamic banking assets. IFSP report 2020 includes a list of 36 countries, and out of that list 27 countries show increase in domestic market share, and 2 jurisdictions have shown decrease. A country with a volume of assets under the Islamic banking system reaches 15% share in total domestic banking assets is considered systemically important, according to IFSP report. If we look at this data, we find 13 countries who have crossed the mark of 15%. Sudan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Brunei, Kuwait, Malaysia, Qatar, Bangladesh, UAE, Djibouti, Jordan, Palestine, and Bahrain. Pakistan and Oman are very close, 1% margin you can say, to reach the mark of 15%. Collectively, the 13 systemically important Islamic banking jurisdictions are now host to 91.4% share of the global Islamic banking assets and 83.6% of the global sukuk outstanding. Another way to look at the performance of Islamic banking sector in a market is that what is the contribution of Islamic banking assets of a particular market in total global Islamic banking assets. So as we can see, Iran is at top with 28.6%, Saudi Arabia 24.9%, Malaysia 11.1%, UAE 8.7%, Kuwait 6.3%, Qatar 6.1%, and Turkey 2.6%. So these top 7 countries account for 88.3%. And list goes on. Top 11 countries account for about 95% market share in Islamic banking assets, which include Iran, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Turkey, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Bahrain, and Pakistan. So here I present a different classification from the data taken from SASREC 2019. I have presented these two important groups or regions with some information. One is the Arabian Gulf region, and here I include GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council, 6 countries: Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and Oman, and Oman, plus Iran. In the Gulf region, including Iran, there are 92 Islamic banks with a vast branch network of about 22,000. About 250,000 people are directly employed by the Islamic banking sector. And second region which I included here, that is South and Southeast Asia region, which includes 5 Muslim nations with Islamic finance: Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. In South and Southeast Asian region, there are 107 Islamic banks with a branch network of about 9,450. Around 240,000 people are directly employed by the Islamic banking sector. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to know more about Islamic banking and finance, this is my book. You can have access to this book. If you want to ask any question, my email address is given, so please don't hesitate to contact me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.